page 1 and 2 of the Chapter 6 practice test for geometry. Number 1 says, state if the polygon is concave or convex. So number 2 is a good example of concave, where the polygon goes inside of itself, forming a sort of cave. Number 1 does not have that, so it's convex. Numbers 3 and 4, the directions say, write the name of each polygon. So you simply count up the number of sides and then assign it if it has 8 sides, if it's an octagon. If it has 9 sides, it's a nonagon. Numbers 5 and 6 says, state if the polygon is regular or not. So this one is kind of slanted to the left here. That means that some of the angles in here, like these two, are going to be greater than these smaller angles in here. That makes it not regular. Number 6, however, has all congruent sides and all congruent angles, so it is definitely regular. Numbers 7 and 8, the directions are asking you to find the interior angle sum for each polygon, so make sure you're in the right column if you're using your chart, and if you need to, round your answer to the nearest tenth. So for the interior angle sum, you want to find out how many triangles are inside of your polygon. Each of those triangles has 180 degrees. So if there's 5 triangles, you multiply by 180, you should get 900 degrees. If there's 4 triangles, multiply that by 180, you should get 720 degrees. Turn it over to page 2. Top of page 2, where you want 1 interior angle. So you start the same way you did before. You find the number of triangles and multiply by 180, but then you need to divide by the number of sides. Not the number of triangles, but the number of sides. And that's going to tell you how much one or each, sometimes the word each is used to get 1 interior angle. Number 10, you would figure out that there are 7 triangles. Multiply by 180. Then divide by 9, which is the number of sides. You should get 140 degrees. Number 11 and 12 is looking for an exterior, not an interior, so make sure you're in the correct column. And then you count up the number of sides. You take 360, divide by that number of sides, so this one should be 36 degrees. Number 12 has 7 sides, so 360 divided by 7 is 51.4, roughly on your calculator. Number 13 says, find the number of sides of a regular polygon with each interior angle equal to 156. So you use the formula for each interior angle, which is n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. Set it equal to 156. I put it over 1 so I could do the cross product. So I multiply diagonally. I have 156n equal to n minus 2 times 180. I distributed that 180 to get 180n minus 360. Subtract 180 from both, or 180n from both sides. Then I divided both sides by negative 24, and that told me there are 15 sides. Number 14 through 17 says, solve for x. Each figure is a parallelogram. So parallelograms have a lot of properties. You can use your chart and use that to help you figure out which one each problem is talking about. So on number 14, we have these angles labeled, and those angles are consecutive. So if you look on your chart, it's going to tell you that consecutive angles are supplementary. So they should add up to 180. So we say this plus this equals 180, and then solve for x by subtracting 76 from both sides. Dividing both sides by 26, you should get x equals 4. Then when you jump over to 15, now the angles are opposite. And so opposite angles should be congruent. So you simply put an equal sign in between them, subtract 23 from both sides, and you'll get x equals 12. On number 16, you have opposite sides labeled. And opposite sides should be congruent. So put an equal sign in between them, subtract 3 from both sides, you should get x equals 6. Number 17 is the same way. Opposite sides, they should be congruent. Put an equal sign in between them, add 1, divide by 8, that means x should be equal to 1.